Hey Aiden, let's take a look at us. I'm comparing you up to a pitcher, sunk you up pretty much at the same time slots. You and I forget the pitcher's name, but he's a side armor for the Cubs. Throws low 90s. Okay, so there is a way to do it. One of the first things I want you to watch on here is watch how his front foot right here. Watch how it drives down the mound. He lifts it up, and then watch how he drives that foot. See how he drives that foot down the mound? You don't want to see this kind of motion out of his front foot because he really gets his body moving. See how it moves down the mound like that? It stays closed and moves down the mound that way. Now watch your foot over here on the other side. Watch how it swings. You come all the way up to here, bring it out, but then watch how it swings. Comes down. It's because you're not moving forward. You know, this pitcher, the Cubs pitcher on the right-hand side, as he's lifting up, he's moving his body forward. Is getting his body moving. You are not moving the body forward, and the leg swings out. Watch. See that swing? That's a swing compared to the other side, where the other side is a drive. So that's one thing that you can work on. Work on the front leg. Get your body moving. Then the next thing you're going to see as you come back, let's look at the arm slots here. You guys are both in ipsilateral tilts. This is what side armors do. But watch how he really scap loads over here. Watch how he brings that arm back. And then what he does is when he keeps it down here, that's internally rotated. You never get your arm down in internal rotation. We want that back arm to be internally rotated and then come up to external rotation. So he gets some extra load right here by internally rotating. See how his arm is down a lot further? And he's bringing it back like you. You can see similar, but you can see that your ball is already starting to come up a little early. So we want to internally rotate that arm. And then the other thing you're going to see him do really good right here is watch at the end. I want you to watch his back knee at the end. Watch him drive. See that straightening out? He's driving and pushing into that front foot. As he drives that back leg, you're going to see the hips start to turn. As his arm is way back here, the hips start to go this way. That's the beginning of hip to shoulder separation, and he does a really good job at it. For you, when you're at this back point, you see how his hips are here? His hip is now over here. Arm is still back here. Look how your shoulders here and your hips are still in line. We need to get those hips through and get that arm into internal rotation and drive those two hips with the back leg. Let's watch your back leg. Watch how your back leg just turns in. We want to see a drive out of this back leg before it turns in. And then here's the similar releases, and you're going to notice because he had a little bit more power going forward, look how his chest is more going forward as yours is going upright. So we have three things that you can work on. Number one, a big one, getting our body moving forward as we lift up the leg so that that leg doesn't swing. Number two, when we come back, let that arm internally rotate. See how it's down? Let that internally rotate down. And lastly, is we want to drive off with that back leg to start to get the hip around as the ball is back here. You're not driving the back leg, so the hip stays even with the shoulder. Best of luck. If you need to reach me or have any questions, you can reach out to me through GroupMe, or my cell number is 832-515-4247. Best of luck.